हाँ जी। तो मैं बताऊंगा ना, वो दो लड़कियों को खड़े होने के लिए कहना लास्ट में। Yeah. Welcome you all to this session on a special occasion for the Constitution Day. We all well know that India as a nation has come a long way. Welcome you all to this session on a special occasion for the Constitution Day. Yeah. We all well know that India as a nation has come a long way. Yeah. So, with all the efforts of great luminaries in the country. So when we talk about as a nation, are we aware that even for a moment that we all have come with a responsibility towards the mutual respect and mutual development? Unfortunately, many of us are not aware of the guarantees provided to us as we are the citizens of this country. देश के नागरिक जैसे हम होते हैं, हमारी कुछ जिम्मेदारियां होते हैं, हमारी कोई बाध्यता होती है कि हम देश को देखभाल करें, रक्षा करें, सुरक्षित रखें, हर नागरिक की सम्मान करें। लेकिन ये नहीं हो रहा है। So let's commemorate ourselves and rededicate ourselves on this day of the Constitution Day, November 26th, 1949, when the country adopted its own constitution. Was it easy for us to understand whether it was an easy task to do it? The answer was definitely no. It went a long way, right from 1938, when India declared Swaraj movement, Purna Swaraj, the 1942 when we went to the Quit India movement, the non-cooperation movement, and all. Then ultimately, when August offer was given by Lord Clement Attlee, the Cabinet Secretary of British Empire, then he became the Prime Minister of England, when he gave independence to us. Then India, though was independent on 15th August 1947, for which we celebrate Independence Day, but we did not have the mechanism to govern. The reason behind could be that we are a varied nation. In fact, we are a combination of different federal states united with one passion called the patriotism. जैसे एक माला में फूल होते हैं और एक फूल से दूसरे फूल हम एक धागा से बांधते हुए एक माला बनाते, एक सुंदर सा माला बन जाती। तो ये धागा जो हर फूल को बांधते रहे, इस धागा का नाम है देश प्रेम। काफी दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि इस शुभ अवसर पर हम ये बात कह रहे हैं कि हमारे लिए पेट्रियोटिज्म सिर्फ 2 या 3 दिन को याद रहती है, वो भी चंद घंटों के लिए। अगस्त 15 के लिए झंडा फहराते हैं, मिठाई खाते हैं, जाके क्रिकेट खेलते हैं या फिल्म देखते हैं, या हम लोग 26 जनवरी को गणतंत्र दिवस मनाते हैं, उस दिन भी झंडा फहराया जाता है। We unfurl the flag on August 15th, we hoist the flag. Then that's it. Then we end it. Once we are out of celebration, we are on our own. We celebrate, we enjoy. Little did we as Indians ever realized that every citizen of this country has an equal opportunity to grow, to live with respect. But unfortunately, very unfortunately, we are not the same people the people or the great leaders have envisioned. उन्होंने जो सपना देखी है कि आगे चलकर भारत एक महान देश बनेगा, क्या हम उनकी सपनों पे खरा निकले, सच्चे निकले या वैसे तरह उभर के निकले हैं, ये हम लोग पुख्ता तौर पर या सच में नहीं कह सकते. लेकिन हाँ, हम टेक्नोलॉजिकली काफी डेवलप हो गए हैं. Space technology, pharmaceutical technology, then other technologies, artificial intelligence, we have done machine learning, a lot of things have developed. काफी तरक्की हुआ है, काफी विकास हुआ है देश में. लेकिन इंसान की कल्याण यानी मनुष्य की कल्याण, human development hasn't taken a back seat. Every 4 minutes, a girl child is assaulted in the country. Every day, 4 farmers are committing suicide. So why is that we haven't had the word patriotism in our system? क्या कमी रह गई हमें कि हम लोग we can't rededicate ourselves to the service of the nation? I'm not just talking to ordinary group of people, but I'm talking to the civil aspirants of the country. आगे चलकर आप एक डीएम बनेंगे या आईपीएस ऑफिसर बनेंगे या आईएएस ऑफिसर बनेंगे या आईएफएस ऑफिसर बनेंगे, देश को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे या देश को आगे ले जाएंगे, आगे बढ़ाएंगे, आप जनता के कल्याण करेंगे. बस इसी उम्मीद के साथ मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूं कि हमारी जो रक्षा करती है, सुरक्षा करती है, वो हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, हमारी संविधान है. The Constitution has guaranteed all the citizens right to equality, right to freedom, right to profess a religion of your choice, right to work, right to education. These many rights have been given to us, along with duties as well. When you have a fundamental right, you also have a fundamental duty. But this duty is ignored. We only talk about the writ. We will talk about the rights. We claim that we have enough rights in the country to tell that we are a proud citizen of this country. But we are the people who are cricket passionate people. We are the people who have more interest towards movie stars. We are the people who give more importance to celebrities. Instead, we should celebrate our soldiers, our farmers, our civil servants, our police officers. So these are the people who protect us from every day, every moment of our life. I'm sure you might have heard it in some other platform, a very common talk. Or let me put it this way, once a couple approached me in a department. We sent a notice to them to pay tax. इनकम टैक्स भरना था उन्हें, तो हमने नोटिस भेजी है. तो पति पत्नी दोनों आए और पत्नी बात कर रही है. She is talking to me. She said, sir, you gave a notice for us to pay income tax. Yes, ma'am, your income has gone beyond. Disproportionate income hai, you have to pay. How much are we supposed to pay? I said, ma'am, it works out around 38 crore rupees pending hai. पेनाल्टी लगी तो आपको 45 crores भरना पड़ेगा आपको, but you need to pay tax. Then she asked me very innocently, काफी अनाड़ी तो नहीं कर सकूंगा, पर काफी मासूम की तरह पूछिए कि क्यों सर हम इनकम टैक्स भरे हम? जब हम गरीब थे तो आप कहां थे? Where were you when we were poor? Today we are earning money, you come to us to pay tax. Why should I pay tax? We should pay our taxes because it is patriotism. We should vote because it's a patriotism. We should follow traffic rules because it is patriotism. We should become knowledgeable, it's patriotism. We should be healthy and productive for the nation because it is patriotism. देश प्रेम सिर्फ झंडा पहराने से या झंडा छाती पे लगा के घूमने से नहीं होता है, या पेट्रियोटिक सॉन्ग सुनने से नहीं होता। हर लम्हा, हर सेकंड आप इस देश के लिए जीना चाहते हैं। One has to rededicate for the country. In fact, the UPSC always asks you one question: what would be your contribution to the nation if you were to be selected? So what is your contribution? What will be your contribution? So I'll serve the society. I'll serve the society. They are from extremely poor people and all. But when is that feeling of equality, the feeling of oneness among the people? We are the most disintegrated people in the name of race, caste, creed, religion, community. So where is the oneness among us? Where is the unity among us? Recently in Hyderabad, in one of the incidents, the Assistant Commissioner of Police with the law and order was telling me how difficult it is to control one Hanuman Shobha Yatra going and one the Muslim procession going together. Luckily, both the community elders have been taken into confidence, told them and not to try to make an issue out of it, but peacefully passed from each other. No big issue happened. Just imagine thousands of people together at one place. Only one difference is that I belong to different community than yours. Or I pray to my God and you pray to your God. We are different in the name of religion. And I hit you or you hit me. If they were to have one feeling that we are Indians, then there would not be any need for any police officer there. There's no need for anyone to control us. Very unfortunate that we are scared of police people. As the income tax commissioner, I faced many times. We are called the political agents. If at all we go in search, जब हम सर्च पे जाते हैं, छापा तो नहीं कहेंगे हम लोग, एक वर्ड रॉन्ग है ये, हम लोग रेड करते हैं, रेड नहीं करते हम लोग। इनकम टैक्स में से कोई शब्द ही नहीं है रेड। शायद मूवी बनता है अजय देवगन का, अलग बात है, क्योंकि आम जनता के लिए बात यूज करता है। वी कॉल सर्च एंड सीजर। आवर डिपार्टमेंट लैंग्वेज इज सर्च। ढूंढते हैं, कुछ मिलता है तो निकाल ले जाते हैं, उसके लिए भी कुछ एक प्रोसेस होता है। तो जब भी हम लोग इनकम टैक्स सर्च करते हैं, लोग बोलते हैं यार कि अपोजिशन पार्टी वाले हैं तो हम पर सरकार ये जुल्म कर रही है। एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट सर्च करती है तो ये करती है, लेकिन ये कब तक कबूल नहीं करते कि उनके पास काला धन मिला है। Is it not unpatriotic to store so much of money? In one cupboard, 140 crore rupees. Otherwise, should belong to the people. Ours is a country where we talk about the equality. But I'm talking about the equity. We only have the right to equality. Article 14 to 18, we talk about caste, lack of, we talk about caste discrimination, we should not have titles, blah, 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 fine. Then we have right to freedom, everything. But more than equality should be equity. Distribute the resources according to the necessities. Many of the tribal people, many of the rural people do not have the necessary resources which we urban people have taken for granted. In urban areas, we have posh hospitals, we have multi-specialty hospitals, we have a cardiologist, we have a neurologist, we have top schools, we have good roads, we have malls, we have movie halls, everything. All right. But even then, the unequitable distribution happening where the society, as in general, we still have backward society. People are not able to access the very, very common facilities like washrooms, washroom for girls. Schools don't have enough washroom for girls. So mothers stop sending girls to schools because there are not enough washrooms. This is one area where we should focus. Second, though we are technologically developed, we have internet connectivity, we have smartphones, we have a 5G network coming in, the fastest and all. We have artificial intelligence, we have chat GPT, whatnot. Technologically, we are developed. But have we harnessed this technology for a farming community? Have we used this technology for agriculture? Have we used this technology for rural India? Can we use drones to supply medicine to the far-fetched tribal areas where children and people die for lack of medication? Because there are no medical shops anywhere nearby, no doctors available to the tribal people. When you have drone technology, when you have artificial intelligence, when you have mapping system, GIS system, why can't we harness this technology for the better life or the welfare of the people? जन कल्याण के लिए अगर हम लोग तकनीकी की उपयोग नहीं लाते हैं तो शायद हम लोग संविधान की पूरी सम्मान नहीं कर रहे हैं. जो राइट टू इक्वालिटी बताते, राइट टू फ्रीडम बताते, राइट टू लाइफ होता है, जीने का अधिकार हमें होता है. लेकिन पता नहीं क्यों हम लड़कियों पर जुल्म करते हैं, लड़कियों पर अत्याचार करते हैं, लड़कियों पर दुष्कर्म करते हैं. क्यों कमजोर है इसीलिए? क्यों वो ऑब्जेक्ट है? क्यों वो इंसान नहीं है? क्यों सताते, क्यों छेड़ते? When do their life matters? Should a life of a girl be important only when intestines are out on a December night? Thrown out of a moving bus naked after assaulted repeatedly, rods inserted into her body? Why haven't we learned from Nirbhaya case? Have we stopped there? No. After that, in Hyderabad, the veterinary surgeon Disha case happened, where she was burnt alive because she was screaming, she was shouting. And how does it feel to have a small matchstick light on your tip of finger? एक माचिस जला के अगर आप इस उंगली के अंत में लगाते हैं तो जलता है ना. दर्द होती है, अब करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। तो एक जिंदा औरत, एक लड़की, आप पेट्रोल डाल के जला देते हैं कि यही संविधान कहा हमसे। तो व्हाट डिड आईपीएस ऑफिसर डू? मिस्टर सज्जनार, you opened a fire. He called all of them to, they were running away with arms. So encountered. Again, at no point of time am I trying to suggest that whether it was constitutional or unconstitutional, whether ethical, unethical, and all. I'm telling you what the people thought about a girl child in the country. Whether we have a right to equality, right to life, right to freedom, right to elect a government, a right to vote, everything is fine. But does it end there? Or do we have to go any further? As a future generation, आने वाली जो ये पीढ़ी मेरे आगे बेटे हैं, वैसे मैं तो रिटायर हो चुका हूं, हमने देश की सेवा कुछ तक की है, लेकिन ये कंप्लीटली नहीं कह सकता हूं कि हम लोग पूरी तरह से काम हमने की है, शायद नहीं कर पाए हैं। लेकिन आपसे ये अनुरोध है, निवेदन है, an earnest appeal to all of you, my future civil servants sitting in front of me. Work with the spirit of the Constitution. Let's rededicate ourselves to the constitutional spirit of the country. Ours is the country, we have borrowed the constitution from different countries like Canada, US, and of course, UK, the major part. Great leaders like Baba Sahib Ambedkar, Babu Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru ji, and most importantly, the man who comes into my mind at this point of time is Mr. B.N. Rao, Benegal Narsingh Rao, who was secretary to the Constitution Committee, who borrowed a lot of ideas from different countries and different constitutions and formed into it. And we formed a great constitution, one of the lengthiest written constitutions in the world. And we have been, okay, we have amended it, but it should be for the welfare of the people. We have one of the best Supreme Courts giving landmark judgments. Then we have one of the best electoral system where we have elected governments quite peacefully over such a large country going for elections. Then we have one of the best technological system. Proud to say that we have one of the best education system that have produced gems like you. In fact, great leaders have come from this country and have contributed greatly to the world progress, be it Nobel Prize winners like C.V. Raman ji, then Subramanian Chandrasekharan. Then we had great leaders like Mr. Abhishek Banerjee, then Amartya Sen, a great economist, scientists, great teachers, great philosophers, great poets have come from this country. Even today we see Google is headed by Sundar Pichai, and Microsoft is headed by Satya Nadella, Shantanu Narayan. In fact, IBM has 37% engineering, Indian engineering software professionals. NASA has great number of scientists who are Indians. So that was a very common joke that every fourth person in New York is an Indian. But one thing we need to remember today is that whatever we do in future as a civil servant, remember we rededicate ourselves in the name of the society, in the name of the country, in the name of a nation called India that will be corruption free. Corruption is like a cancer. Olden days, corruption was the norm only when something wrong was being done. कोई गलत काम करवाना है, कुछ ऐसे कोई सर्टिफिकेट निकलवाना है, कुछ ऐसा काम करवाना, गलत काम करवाना था तो कुछ रिश्वत देते थे तो काम चलता था. लेकिन आज अपना काम सही करवाना है, सो भी गलत, एवरीथिंग इज राइट, इट्स अ गुड वर्क, स्टिल people expect us to pay. But now things have changed a lot to great extent. For example, my own department, income tax, we have gone with a faceless assessment. Then we went on with direct transfer of your refunds, direct benefit transfers. Then we went with the JAMS, Trinity, Jandhan, Aadhaar, mobile phone kind of a thing. So all these have brought a lot of change. So my appeal to all of you in future, when you become a civil servant, please bear in mind that we as a country are united, though we are differed in the name of languages, cultures, probably belief systems. हम लोग एक क्लीन शॉर्ट टर्म है कि एकता अनेकता में एकता है. We all are united by divergences, differences and all. But for a moment, remember, India is the greatest country, greatest civilization, greatest system of living together. So whenever the technology developed as a great component to make our lives better, my only appeal to all of you is that take this technology to the commonest person on the street. आम इंसान तक ये तकनीकी पहुंचाए ताकि उनकी जनता उनकी जीवन में कल्याण लाए, विकास लाए, उनके लिए काम करे. सिर्फ एक सिविल सर्वेंट एक काम कर सकते हैं, अन्य कोई नहीं कर सकते. पिछले बार भी मैंने कह चुका हूं कि अगर आप सिविल सर्वेंट के पावर्स जो होते हैं वो काफी बड़े होते हैं. Politician, political leaders are important in the constitution, but without a civil servant they don't have so much of knowledge. क्योंकि एक सिविल एस्पिरेंट आप जानते हैं कि क्या क्या सब्जेक्ट्स हम पढ़ते हैं. Tell me one subject we don't study. No. In ethics we have, right? We have, in ethics we come across anger management. So there's no subject we don't study. We study everything. We are the only people who study everything in this world. When you are so knowledgeable and you are added with a lot of integrity and ethical aspect, नैतिकता के आधार पर आप ज़मीर को मजबूत बनाते हो, आगे बढ़ के देश की कल्याण, देश की भविष्य के बारे में सोचिए, ताकि हर प्रत्येक व्यक्ति इस देश में अपनी अधिकार को सुरक्षित रखे, हर किसी को खाना मिले, भूखा कोई न सोए. अगर आप इस स्टेटमेंट को लेके आगे जाए, हर किसी को खाना मिले, हर किसी को सुरक्षित महसूस करे, देश में प्रत्येक व्यक्ति को हम लोग ये सुविधा दें कि उनकी जीवन आगे चलकर अच्छा हो. And all we should be proud of that we are doing much better job as the environment is concerned, but we should do work more. Environment protection is more important. So all these are required part of it. Now on the Constitution Day, let's rededicate ourselves to the Constitution, the great Constitution in this country. I would like to request all of you to stand up and we'll sing the national anthem. If you don't want to, you can choose mum, no issues about it. I can't force anyone, but fine, if that right. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाधा, जन गण मंगलदायक, जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे। जय हिंद। टेक केयर, बाय।